Hello and welcome to this Briggs on Beer video, where tonight I've got a beer for you from the Porteresque Brewery in Wigan. It's the Porteresque Irish Cream Milkshake Porter. Good grief, that's a bit of a mouthful, and it's pretty descriptive when you think about it. These milkshake porters, or milkshake beers in general, have become very popular over the last 4 or 5 years. So I'll be expecting plenty of creaminess, obviously, some chocolate, and plenty of smooth tastes along the way. So let's get cracking and let's see if I'm right. They brew a fine range of beers. It's a very modern, go-ahead, innovative brewery. Is the Porteresque from Wigan, and let's have a look at this beer. Seems to be pouring a very dark colour. I would think it's going to be black. Pretty bad with the eyes. Not too good with the eyes. But you can see there. That's pretty dark. To me, that's black. Would you say we call it pitch black? Yeah, that's a very nice colour indeed. So let's have a smell at the aroma. Oh yes, that's a very strong aroma. Really leaps out at you. Chocolate, a bit of maybe a bit of coffee there as well, but chocolate is the predominant flavour, or should I say the aroma. And I say it's what a beige head, I would say, yeah, to go with the black. So let's dive in. Ooh, yeah, as you'd expect, it's very creamy. They've used lactose in the brewing process. Lactose, of course, is an unfermentable. In the brewing process from the yeast, it's unfermentable, so it does give the brewer. It gives it that more sweetness, that fuller flavour, that creamier flavour, and with the Irish cream, it's very smooth and it's very creamy. Yeah, chocolate it really does burst out at you. It's a really nice, smooth flavour. Just another slurp. Yeah, they're a bit contentious, I would think. Well, not contentious. These milkshake drinks. Or should I say milkshake beers, they evolved about 4 or 5 years ago, I think, over in America, predominantly when the New World IPA became very popular, and all these fruity drinks, and the lactose became very much a part of the brewing process, and it just gives it more sweetness, more smoothness, hence the term milkshake. The milkshake porter, as you'd expect from a porter, it's chocolatey. There's some roast there, a little coffee, but it's basically very milk chocolate. It's very nice indeed. And I can imagine. I don't think you could drink too many of these, but at 5.5%, it's very flavoursome, and should I say, it's very enjoyable at the moment. The aftertaste is very sweet. What should I say? It's quite sweet, and again, like a previous one I did, I would say it's semi-dry. All that dark chocolate, or should I say, the milky chocolate, is coming through, and I'm getting some coffee as well, and a little roastiness in the finish. That like bitter, sweet finish in the mouth. It's quite smooth. You know, the mouthfeel is quite soft, as you would expect with the lactose in it. There's one or two people, I suppose, some of the purists aren't too keen on the lactose, but the lactose basically, lots of brewers are using it for the milkshake type of beers, because they're very popular, and they come in all sorts of guises. As I said, mostly the fruit milkshakes, the IPAs, which would think a milkshake IPA is a bit strange, but it works well, and as far as the brewers are concerned around the world, this proved very popular. The milkshake, as regards a porter, that is going very well as well. With the chocolate, with that chocolate flavour, it really is nice, and the smoothness, the creaminess of the Irish cream which has been added makes it a very creamy, smooth, and quite flavoursome drink. And with the aftertaste, it's still there. There's still a little bit of a little bit of spicy warmth has finally come through, but it's that long-lasting, milky chocolate which you'd expect. A lot of smoothness throughout the beer. Just have one last drink. The aroma is very strong. It's lovely. It's a really nice chocolatey aroma, as I said, and smooth, rich, and it's very wholesome. It's full. It's like I wouldn't say it reminds me of a Bailey's. Don't be tempted to put a little bit of Irish whiskey in, but it does remind me a little of a Bailey's, and it's very, very nice. So full marks to the brewer at the Porteresque Brewery in Wigan. It's been a fine drink all round. They are very popular. A porter, hence the name. There you go, the Porteresque Irish Cream Milkshake Porter. I'm sure some of you will perhaps not agree with a milkshake porter, but I think that works very, very well indeed. I'm quite impressed. I've quite enjoyed that porter, as a lot of people do. You usually expect a porter to taste chocolatey roast coffee, which is not as predominant in that one. It's milk chocolate all the way through, because of course the lactose has softened the dark chocolate which you might expect in a porter. The lactose does give it that sweeter, that fuller, that creamier taste, and that has worked well with the chocolate that you get from the malt, from the darker malt that the brewer has used in the brewing process here. So I would say I'd give that 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. Is that from the Porteresque Brewery in Wigan, the Porteresque, and a milkshake porter for you. That's a pretty good beverage. Cheers. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit of an off the wall beer, I suppose some would call it, a milkshake porter, but I've enjoyed it, and I hope if you manage to track one down, hunt one down, you enjoy it too. So thanks for watching my Briggs on Beer video. Hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel, and thanks again. But for now, it's bye bye for now, and enjoy your beer.